I have been selling this book, Zan Azli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, you're watching and listening to the FAT BIDIN Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shelley Mustafa.
As usual, every week we watch a local film and we review it. And this week we're watching a local film and we're reviewing it. And this film, we were invited to go to the premiere, but we were in Jakarta watching Green Day and watching IBL basketball, you know. This film is called?
Simple Manusan.
Simple Manusan. Okay, so we watched Simple Manusan, Tamil movie. What do you think? No, wait, no!
What is it about?
What is it about?
It is about a simple Manusan, which translates to?
I really don't know. I know Simple. Manusan.
Man, simple man.
Oh.
Okay, anyway. So
3
yeah,
syllables.
it's basically, it's very straightforward. It's a romantic comedy about a guy in his 30s, a barber, an Indian barber in his 30s, trying to find a wife. So he goes through like, it starts off with, you know, his family going to meet a girl's family that they met through like a broker, a marriage broker, but then it turns out the marriage broker told the girl's family that he was a software engineer, but he's not, he's a barber. So the family is accused of lying, and then the story basically goes from there lah. Then from there he meets like different women through different kind of ways, including a meet cute, which I thought was actually quite cute. But none of it like works out again in like for a myriad of reasons, which I thought was very funny. Until finally, in the end, yeah, he kind of settles for someone. I don't want to spoil it, but he settles for one of these people. But is he truly happy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what the film is about.
So what do we think about it?
I thought it was a little long. Because it's actually only like 2 hours long, but...
More. No,
it's 1 hour 59 minutes.
Slightly less than 2 hours. 105 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, which is around that lah.
Yeah, okay. So, I thought it was a little long. It didn't feel like 2 hours. It felt much longer because of the way that the film is kind of put together. And the consistent narrative of this man trying to find his partner is there. The filler scenes in between are a little bit too transitiony for me, in that they really don't actually have anything to do with whatever's happening, and it's just showcasing like life in the Indian community, which is fine, but try to weave it into the story a bit lah. This one, it's like it's too brief and too like almost too snapshot like for me. So there were times when I'll be watching the scene and then the next thing I know it's over and I'm like, okay, what was that for? So there was quite a few of those for me lah. I really like that. I really like the way that they were showing how this guy was trying to find, basically a perfect woman. But at the beginning of the film, he says, I don't really need anything difficult. I just want a woman who accepts me for who I am, accepts my job. And that's all he wants. But then later on, it's clear that that's not what he wants, because he does find a girl that he likes, is nice to him, knows what he does for a living, but she has some shortcomings that he also cannot seem to overcome. And in the place of when he meets another woman, he immediately drops this girl that he had so much chemistry with and was quite into and whatever, in pursuit of a better prospect, which in the end doesn't work out for him lah. So it was kind of ideological in this, is there such thing as a perfect woman? And then there are these scenes, his dream sequences, where there's a woman running in front of him, and you never see her face. So it's basically almost like an unrealistic pursuit of this perfect woman, and also to show that he was also quite human lah, because actually he's very shallow. He says all this bullshit about oh, I just want a woman to accept me, but then that's not true. But overall, it was actually a very funny film. We went not to a super early showing. There was half of this hall was full, and everybody was laughing, really interacting with the film. They're really into it lah, which I kind of really enjoyed. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for now.
I thought the film was great. So the guys who made this film, the people who made this film are the same people who made Metro Malai, which we have reviewed several years ago. I'm going to say I think our review wasn't very positive for Metro Malai. Personally, I thought Metro Malai was a little bit pretentious and trying to be artsy and trying to be smart when it wasn't. But with that being said, I didn't think Metro Malai was horrible, alright? But with this film, I can see the same themes from Metro Malai. It's about, finding oneself, looking for relationships, wanting to look for a soulmate, being in love, that kind of thing. And I'll say it right now straight away, if I were to make a fictional film, and I've always wanted to make a fictional film, a love film, a romantic film, fictional, I wish I could do something like this. Right? Because it's not really it's romantic also not really romanticizing romanticism. Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe I can relate better because it's about this guy, right, who's trying to look for a soulmate. I've never believed that you need to set out to look for a soulmate, or to even look for a partner, or to look for someone to marry, or to build a family. It happens lah. Yeah, you know what I mean? But you don't go out looking for it, because if you go out looking for it, this is what happens lah. This shows you what happens if you are looking for it. And I guess this talks about this societal pressure of, maybe it's in the Indian, is it all communities or just the Indian community? I think all communities, right?
All communities.
Yeah, they pressure people to want to get married when you reach a certain age and all that. So I guess this guy feels that lah. And the way he goes through it is almost like any other person lah, like a very normal person lah. You know, like how you were saying that he finds this girl at first, then okay lah, the father is trying to matchmake him, right? And it's all failures, right? And then he tries to look for someone himself. He meets this girl, but he has so much chemistry with this girl. He really likes the girl, tries to convince the father doesn't want to, because there's something wrong with this, something wrong with this girl, right? But she's like, I'm okay, I like this girl, she likes me, it's fine, look past all these other things. But then as soon as a prettier girl comes by, fucker just leaves this girl. He's young.
Not very young.
Yeah, in the show he's not very young, but it's trying to portray people who are not mature yet lah. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He's really just thinking with his dick.
I went, and that's not mature lah. So I went through life. I'm 47 now. I was a teenager. I used to have relationships. I know these kind of feelings, you know. But as you grow older, you're supposed to realize what's important, what's not, what's aesthetic, what's not, what is, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I want to fault him. Yeah, we fault him to a certain degree, but sometimes human beings need to go through these experiences in order to learn. That is, if he learns lah, you know. Hopefully he did, but then I don't know. At the end of the film, like you said, he settles, and sometimes it's dangerous when people settle, especially if they haven't learned anything from their past experiences. You know. So yeah, I thought this film was real. It showed a little bit of reality, you know. And although it was heavy, it's also kind of funny. There were a lot of funny scenes. It's not like extremely you know, rolling around, ruffle kind of laughing, right? But there was enough light-hearted moments, you know, to take you away of all that lah. So yeah, I thought it was nice. I mean, it didn't have beautiful cinematography. Not to say that it was bad. I'm saying is that it's not like those movies that try to look like advertisements, where all the shots are beautiful, like tekang, isn't it? Right? What?
Metro Malay.
Metro Malay. Metro Malay was trying to be raw but beautiful.
Yes. I remember a lot of pink light.
Yeah,
very pink.
but Tekang lah, like Tekang was like, oh, every shot has to be so beautiful. I'm like, you know. So this one, no. I don't know. Maybe this is also a maturing of the filmmakers. Maybe, you know. But I liked it. I know you didn't really like those interstitials, transitions and all that. I kind of like it because it reminds me of like Errol Morris movies. Like in between different characters, he puts like a breaker, and the breaker usually has nothing to do with the film at all, nothing to do with the story at all. And I've tried to do that in some of my films, successfully or not successfully, I don't know lah. I tried to do that in my documentaries, but I liked it because the way he did it, like, you know, there was a shot of the sister walking at night, and then she looks up to the sky, and then like all kinds of like flowers appearing, and then like a UFO comes and flies off. I thought it was so funny, so funny, because to me it represented like, what the hell is this life all about? It's like because the sister has this perception of life is like, just go with the flow, follow the vibe, right? The sister keeps telling you that. Then the father was always saying things to them like, I would rather die than adopt, and the sister was like, then die lah. You know. So I don't know. I liked it. Is it the perfect film? No, you know. But I thought it was a really damn good film. Not the best film ever, but it's really good. It's yeah. I like it. I like the acting. The main character, I thought he acted very well. And the father with the Hulk Hogan mustache.
I don't know, all of them I thought had really
They were
good,
not bad. Yeah, they were all not bad.
they
Yeah.
had really good like chemistry, and it was all very natural.
Mm.
The girls were all appropriately like shallow and bitchy, and you know, when the one girl came along that was not shallow and bitchy, she was clearly a person, and nobody was two-dimensional in this film, down to the least relevant characters.
But you know that girl that he had so much chemistry for, the really nice girl? Yeah, definitely not two-dimensional, a very good character. But I like how the filmmakers put her in the film and then just gloss her over like that. More like how he treated her.
Yeah.
You know, which wasn't a very nice thing to do. I mean, for him, you know.
Yeah.
Not that the filmmakers didn't do a nice thing, but I like that how the filmmakers represented her lah. You know, in that sense, in the film. So I thought it was very well thought out.
Yeah.
You know, so it's good. I want to say congratulations to the filmmakers lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very nice film. Yeah.
So
would you tell people to
obviously you
watch
would
it?
tell people to go and watch it.
I would tell people to watch it. Yeah, I definitely would. What about you?
Yeah. It wasn't a not enjoyable experience. It wasn't painful, or there are films where you sit there and you're just like, please lah, fucking be over. But this one, in spite of, you know, like the breakers and whatever, it was I was invested. I was really invested to know like if this next girl was going to be the girl. And then, you know, I got angry when he obviously threw away the girl
Yeah.
for another girl. And then when, you know, that other girl turned out also to be like a different thing altogether, I was like, yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Learn from this
Yes!
motherfucker.
Motherfucker! And then, you know, he goes back to that other girl and he's like trying to reconcile with her, and she's like, fuck off
Yeah.
to the highest. I was
Yeah.
like, yes! I loved it so much. It was great. Yeah, it could have basically, yeah, go watch it. It's better than Metro Malai. It could have been even better, I think, if they had tightened it a little bit more and just really solidified it, but it's not bad.
It's great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's great.
You can go and watch it. And
Yeah, then let us
decide.
know.
Let us know
what
if
you think.
it's great
Yeah.
or if it's just not bad.
Congratulations, guys. I mean, from Metro Malai to this. Good lah. Yeah. Very good. I'm very happy.
Okay.
Last night's film was not, I want to say not wholesome, but like puasa.
It was quite wholesome,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but what I really felt coming out of that film was, puas lah. You watch a film, you come out puas. Macam, oh, that was worth it. Like, you know what I mean? But you let us know what you think, right? Yeah, please let us know what you think. Yeah, so, yay, like this video. Don't like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all our social media platforms at FAT BIDIN, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything you've been watching and listening to the FAT BIDIN Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Syahir Mustawan.